Hey y'all, it's Brandon from Kitten Gazelle. I know it's pretty weird just seeing me. I typically don't or haven't done any videos by myself, but coming to you live from Orlando, where we are celebrating Stephanie's birthday weekend. She's kind of relaxing right now as the day is coming to an end, and we're going to be heading back home tomorrow. But really wanted to, record and touch base and kind of explain the way that I was able to pull this off and get this surprise done, on a budget, because everything that we do is on a budget. As far as the room that we are staying in, typically I do like to use points, but wasn't really able to do that this time. Just because it's peak season, the point cost is just pretty high up. So was able to find a deal for our room though, and Hilton does something to where, with specific resorts and different facilities that they have, where they'll give you the option of getting a room if you know you're gonna go, and it'll have a lower rate, but it'll have a no cancellation policy, and as soon as you book the room, you're charged. So if you need to cancel, you're gonna still have to pay for the room. So I knew, pretty much, beyond a shadow of a doubt, barring any type of medical emergency or anything like that, that we were coming. So I was able to, get the room at a substantial discount by, going ahead and paying for it right then. For pretty much everything else, and I was able to, collectively pull that out of our birthday envelope and family envelope for Stephanie's birthday, to be able to take care of that, and the rest of the cost, as far as like dining and different things like that, all came out of my blow money, because again, we are on a budget and we make sure that everything is fully funded through our cash envelopes. With that being said, it was pretty hard to keep Stephanie away from, checking our checking account and kind of telling her, hey, leave this up to me for this week, and things of that nature. Those can be the challenging things when you're trying to plan a surprise for your wife or for your husband, when you strictly work on the budget, together. So anyway, so that's the way that we got the room at a discount, and very nice room. We absolutely love Hilton. We, as many of you know, when we moved to Minnesota, we were in a Homewood Suites by Hilton for 60 days, so that elevated our Hilton Honors membership to the Diamond status, which, we love the perks that go along with that. We get free bottled waters when we're here, we get complimentary internet, things of that nature. So that makes, the trip also, that's another way to cut down on the price. We don't have to pay for any type of parking. So, those are a few of the nice perks. As far as the dining, for those of you who are not familiar, there's a discount program for Florida residents. You can also get it if you're annual pass holders for Disney, which we are not. We would love to be, and we may look at that down the road for maybe a Christmas gift or something like that for the family. But there's something called Tables in Wonderland, and it's $125 for the initial cost, and you can do that at any guest relations. So I was able to do that when we arrived in Orlando, at the guest relations at Downtown Disney. And what that does is it gives you 20% off at participating restaurants, which 99% of the restaurants on Disney property participate. So you get 20% off of your meals and anything that you get at the restaurants. You get the 20% off. So it almost, after a few visits, it's going to pay for itself. There is a stipulation that they add 18% gratuity. However, since we're a family of 7, they add 18% gratuity anyway for us. Which typically when we go out to eat, as long as the service is, what we expect, mediocre or above, you're going to get 20% anyway. So Disney kind of hurts themselves a little bit by adding the 18%, because they're losing the 2% on us. But anyway, so we get the 20% discount off of the tables in Wonderland, and that can be quite a good value when you're going to like a signature restaurant. Like today, you'll see in another video that we went to Chef Mickey's. We absolutely love character dining, especially on an occasion like a birthday or a special occasion. Obviously, it's those are a little more expensive, but the cool thing is, because we are not pass holders of Disney yet, we still can have our kids get to meet and greet with the characters, still have a really good meal on property. It's in the air conditioning. We're not having to wait in lines to see the characters, and we were still able, part of our rule of thumb is we want to make sure that we are not paying full price for anything. So that was a good way to get a discount on our meals, and the Tables in Wonderland lasts for a year. So anytime we come back, we'll get the 20% off and really, really, be able to save money. Just this trip, it's paid for 3/4 of what I paid to purchase the Tables in Wonderland membership. Another cool perk is when you go to a resort to dine, you can use their valet parking service, and it's complimentary. If you're going with friends, it's for up to 10 people that you get the 20% off. If you do have tickets and you're going to eat at an actual theme park, you don't have to pay for any parking, because you have this Tables in Wonderland card. So really, really, really cool value. You'll see it in a few of in this video. You'll see the actual monorail ride, and the kids absolutely love riding on the monorail. But when we talk about cheap entertaining or free things that entertain our family, the monorail is definitely one of them. Every single time we're on Disney property, the kids always want to ride the monorail. And a lot of people don't know, but you can just, when you go eat at a resort, or you go to downtown Disney, and maybe you take a Disney bus to a resort just to take a look around. If you take it to one with the monorail, you can hop on the monorail and ride around and see the castle at Magic Kingdom, and even get off at the transportation center and get on a different monorail that will take you completely around Epcot, which is what you will see in this video also. And you'll probably hear the kids in the background. I can't remember if they were, pointing or talking or laughing, but they absolutely love the monorail. So you'll see that in the video. And those are free things. So the trip from the initial resort we were eating at Chef Mickey's, to go around to the transportation center, to get off, to get on to the other monorail for Epcot, to ride around Epcot, come back to the transportation center, and we could have also ridden a boat, but we decided not to today. It was a little too humid for that today, so we wanted to get into the monorail. But to come back to the Contemporary to pick up our car took us probably a good hour and 15 minutes. So that's an hour and 15 minutes that the kids were entertained and having a blast for free. So while people say, Disney World is super expensive, and it definitely can be, there are ways to cut the cost and really have a great time with your family or your friends, and do it on a budget. I mean, that's what it's all about, is making sure that it fits your needs, but you don't have to go into debt to be able to do it. So again, we absolutely had a blast. This is our last night here. What we also did is, when we initially moved here, we did purchase annual passes for Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, and Adventure Island. So tonight we popped into SeaWorld to see the fireworks celebration and the Shamu show at night, and it was absolutely wonderful. And then tomorrow, when we check out of the hotel that we're in, we will head back over to SeaWorld. Another great money saver and time saver, by staying in the resort we're in, it is connected to SeaWorld, and they offer free quick queue passes for everybody in the family, or everybody who's staying on the property. And what that does is it allows us to basically get in the front of the line to any ride that is quick queue participating, which all the big ones are. and not have to wait in those lines. The normal price of the Quick Queue passes are $19.99 per person. So when you're talking about a family of 7 times $19.99, I mean, what is that? That's $140 right there just in Quick Queue passes, and we were able to get those absolutely free. So we'll be able to utilize those tomorrow, and then we're also going to stop by Guest Relations in our resort because we get a discount on the all-day dining at SeaWorld. So all-day dining allows you at their participating restaurants, which most of them, unless it's like Dining with Shamu or the Shark Encounter restaurant, I can't remember what it's called, but everything else is pretty much, you know, unlimited throughout the day. You get your entree, you get 2 side items and your drink included. For the kids, it'll be I think the gentleman told me it was $15, and that includes tax for each child, and then it'll be $34, and that includes tax for each adult for me and Stephanie. But if we're planning to stay all day, I mean, you really can't beat that at a theme park, and it's all prepaid. Typically it's $39.99 for adults is what we saw when we went tonight, and then $19.99 per kid. So again, you know, we'll be able to get quite a discount by, you know, pre-planning and getting those things done in advance. So you know, again, we absolutely love theme parks. We are theme park junkies. It's all about creating memories. I'm sure hoping Stephanie had a blast. It definitely seems like she did. The kids had a ball. So all the kids are sleeping right now. Stephanie's winding down. I'm about to sign off and go hit the sack myself. But again, just wanted to throw it out there and talk about some different tips and ways that we are able to do these things on a budget, you know, and still be able to have fun and still be able to create memories and just make memories with our family. You'll hear from Xander and Solomon in the video. You'll hear from Isaiah today, so you'll be able to see how much fun they're having. And again, just try to do it for you know, as little as possible on a budget, but just having fun. So as always, if you have any prayer requests or any questions, feel free, you can post those below. Please check us out on Getting Gazelle on Facebook. You can also privately email us anything that you need or want to talk about at gettinggazelle@gmail.com. But beyond that, we will have a Q&A session coming up if we hit that 450 mark. I checked a little while ago, we were at 411, so slowly creeping, and we definitely appreciate all the support. And so if you need anything from us, again, definitely let us know, and we will talk to y'all soon.
That's the biggest ball ever seen.
It's a geosphere.
It's not a ball. Yeah.
Coming up behind Spaceship Earth is Innoventions. Inside this hands-on area, you can explore and interact with the ever-changing technologies and products for everyday living in the near future. To the opposite side is the universe of energy. Inside, you'll find Ellen's Energy Adventure, hosted by Ellen DeGeneres and Bill Nye, the Science Guy. Mission Space is an exhilarating sensory thrill ride that puts you and your flight crew in command of an out-of-this-world mission to Mars. At Test Track, you can experience the exhilaration of test driving a vehicle on the longest and fastest ride ever created for Walt Disney World. Coming into view is World Showcase. Directly across from us on the far shore of the World Showcase Lagoon is our host pavilion, the American Adventure.
It's one of our favorite things to do, especially during food and wine.
Those glass pyramids are the gateway to your journey into imagination. Inside, you can explore the creative process with Figment. Next is The Land, where you can celebrate the Earth's rich diversity. The Land is also home to Soarin', a free-flying adventure across natural wonders. Take an undersea journey into the big blue world at the Seas with Nemo and Friends. Afterward, surround yourself with thousands of real sea creatures at the Undersea Observation Deck.
Pretty cool.
We're approaching the Epcot monorail station.